Do you still think Chinese motorcycles are just cheap copies? Well, get ready, because that is a thing of the past. In 2025, some brands from China are proving that they can look the Japanese and Europeans in the eye with brutal designs, cutting-edge technology, and prices that will make you seriously doubt everything you knew about motorcycles. Today, I am going to show you the 5 Chinese motorcycles that are really worth it, the ones that are changing the game and making history in the world of motorcycling. So, put on your helmet, subscribe if you haven't already, and join me on this tour because I assure you, more than one will surprise you. Let's get started. ZONTES 350 GK. It is a machine that combines the pure essence of a cafe racer with technology that seems to have arrived from the future. Imagine this, a single-cylinder engine of 348 cubic centimeters that breathes with a compression of 12.3 to 1. That translates into a very healthy power delivery, with 39.4 horsepower at 9,000 revolutions per minute and a torque of 33 newton meters that is felt with force from 7,500 RPM. In practice, it means it has that cheerful and lively character that responds to you enthusiastically when you open the throttle on the exit of a curve. But don't worry, it's not a rough bike. It achieves a surprising balance, making day-to-day riding smooth, comfortable, and fun. And what about its fuel consumption? Quite reasonable, 3.7 liters every 100 kilometers. With a 17-liter tank, you can comfortably travel about 450 kilometers before thinking about refueling. Perfect for those weekend getaways where the last thing you want is to stop every 5 minutes. As for top speed, it is said that it can reach 160 kilometers per hour, more than enough to enjoy the road safely and confidently. Now, how does it behave in the curves? This is where its steel chassis, its aluminum alloy swing arm, and precisely tuned suspensions come into play. At the front, a 43mm inverted fork gives you excellent stiffness, and at the back, a single shock absorber takes care of absorbing the asphalt's imperfections to offer you a stable and comfortable ride. And of course, confidence is completed with brakes up to the task, a 320mm front disc and a 265mm rear disc, both with 2-channel Bosch ABS. The front 4-piston radial Huan Jota caliper guarantees powerful, firm, and progressive braking even in the rain or during an emergency stop. It's one of those bikes that transmits security to you at all times. In the technological department, get ready, because this is where ZONTES shines. Getting on the 350 GK is like entering the cockpit of a modern plane. The first thing that catches your eye is its 6.5-inch colored TFT screen, which, in addition to showing you all the information, offers a screen mirroring function to project the map from your smartphone directly onto it. It also incorporates tire pressure monitoring, so you will always know the status of your tires. The lighting is 100% LED, both front and rear, which improves your visibility and gives it a modern and sophisticated touch. And as if that weren't enough, it comes with 2 fast-charging USB ports and a keyless system, so you can start, lock, or open the tank without taking the keys out of your pocket. A true luxury in its category. In design and comfort, the ZONTES 350 GK achieves a balance that few accomplish. Its line perfectly mixes the classic style of a cafe racer with modern and cutting-edge details. The seat height is 795 millimeters, an accessible measurement that allows riders of almost any height to feel comfortable and secure with their feet on the ground. The riding position is relaxed, without being too aggressive nor too upright, perfect for riding for hours without your back protesting. Furthermore, The seat with gel technology is designed to offer maximum comfort on long trips. In summary, it is a bike with which you will not only look good, you will also arrive well wherever you go. And now, the million-dollar question: how much does it cost? In Europe, it can be found for €5,188, and in the United States, there is still no official price for this model, but doing a conversion based on international markets, it could be bought for $3,900 to $4,100. And of course, what do those who already have it in their garage think? The reviews agree, its quality-price ratio is impressive. The design attracts looks wherever it goes, and its urban maneuverability is fantastic thanks to its contained weight and comfortable position. Among the points for improvement, some users mention that availability may be limited in certain areas and that, being an expanding brand, specific spare parts may take a bit longer to arrive. But regarding mechanical failures, the sources consulted do not report chronic problems, which speaks very well of its reliability. So, who is this bike for? For someone looking for a companion with character for the day-to-day, but that also invites them to escape on weekends without their body noticing. For someone who values having cutting-edge technology without spending a fortune. And for someone who enjoys that balance between the classic and the modern, with a bike that feels special from the first start. The ZONTES 350 GK 2025 has all of that. It is perfect for the urban rider with a traveling soul, and even an excellent option for those making the jump to a larger displacement motorcycle, thanks to its accessible handling and its assistance systems like ABS. Because in the end, it's not just a motorcycle. It's a direct ticket to enjoying the road in a complete, elegant, and exciting way.
CFMOTO 300NK. It is one of those motorcycles that proves that fun and technology don't have to cost an arm and a leg. If you were looking for a city companion with a sporty heart, this is going to interest you. Imagine a single-cylinder engine of 292 cubic centimeters with liquid cooling and Bosch electronic injection, capable of delivering 28.6 horsepower and 25 newton-meters of torque. But the best part isn't just the numbers, but how it delivers them, smoothly, progressively, and with that perfect bit of excitement every time you twist the throttle. The 6-speed gearbox works with an anti-rebound clutch that makes gear changes a delight. Smooth, precise, and without those harsh jerks that can ruin a braking maneuver. In tight curves, it's very noticeable. As for consumption, it is quite reasonable, around 30 to 35 kilometers per liter in mixed use. That, combined with its 12.5-liter tank, gives you more than decent autonomy for daily use. And if you were wondering, it reaches a top speed of between 135 and 139 kilometers per hour, perfect both for moving around the city and for escaping to the open road. But a motorcycle isn't just an engine, right? That's where the 300NK truly surprises you, with its equipment. It comes standard with a 5-inch color TFT screen with automatic brightness adjustment according to ambient light and all the information clear at a single glance. Furthermore, it offers 2 riding modes, Eco and Sport, so you can choose whether you want to go calmly or unleash all its sporty character. Safety is also well covered. It features dual-channel ABS signed by Continental, a 292mm front disc and a 4-piston caliper, which give you firm, stable, and very confident braking every time you pull the lever. And yes, let's talk about its presence. It has a design that is aggressive and minimalist at the same time, with complete, modern, and very visible LED lighting, which not only makes it look spectacular, but also increases your safety. Its tubular steel chassis combines stiffness and lightness, and together with the inverted front suspension and rear monoshock, you get an agile and stable behavior. The 17-inch wheels, its curb weight of only 151 kilograms, and a seat height of 795 millimeters make it a bike that inspires confidence from the first minute. It is easy to maneuver in the parking lot, comfortable when stopping at a traffic light, and very natural to ride. The posture is upright and relaxed, perfect for the day-to-day, but ready to adopt a more sporty position when you want to have fun. Now comes the big question. How much does this joy on two wheels cost? In the US market, the price for the 2025 model is set at $4,199. In Europe, it is set at €3,990. And what do those who already have it in their garage say? Most agree that its great virtue is the value for money. It offers technology and equipment you wouldn't expect in this price range. They also highlight its agility and fun in the city, thanks to its lightness and ease of handling. That said, some users comment that although it holds its own well on the road, it is not the best option for very long trips. Its character is more focused on the urban and sporting environment. And as with many younger brands, the resale value may not be as high as that of more established Japanese brands. Regarding reliability, there are no reports of chronic mechanical problems, which is a good sign. But as always, it's recommended to take a look at owner forms to learn about long-term experiences. So, who is this bike for? If you are a beginner rider looking to move up in displacement with something manageable, or an urbanite who wants an agile, fun, and well-equipped bike for the day-to-day, the 300NK is going to enchant you. It is also perfect for someone looking for the design and technology of a sporty naked bike, but without emptying their bank account. That said, if your thing is endless trips of thousands of kilometers with a lot of luggage, there are probably models more oriented towards touring that would suit you better.
KOVE SRT 700SX. If you're looking for a motorcycle that combines an adventurous spirit with simple electronics and luxury equipment, you have to get to know the SRT 700SX. Imagine a twin-cylinder engine of 698 cubic centimeters that has been adjusted to comply with Euro 5 standards. In this 2025 model, the power sits at a solid 70 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute, but the most interesting thing is its torque. Up to 70 newton-meters of torsion that you feel from very low down, at only 6,000 RPM. This translates into a very powerful and usable delivery of force from low revs, perfect for overtaking and for climbing mountain passes without needing to constantly play with the gearbox. Speaking of gears, its transmission is 6-speed, and although it doesn't have an anti-rebound clutch, its handling remains accessible. As for consumption, official data speaks of around 4.7 liters every 100 kilometers, which with its 19.5-liter tank offers you an autonomy of around 400 kilometers, ideal for traveling without having to stop all the time. And if you wonder about its speed, it is capable of reaching 180 kilometers per hour, more than enough for any type of trip. Now get ready for the best, because where this bike really shines is in its cycle part. KOVE has equipped it with genuine high-end components, something you will notice in every curve. The suspensions are from the prestigious Italian brand Marzocchi, an inverted fork on the front wheel and a rear monoshock, both adjustable so you can adapt the bike's behavior to your riding style and the terrain. But that's not all. The braking system is directly from competition. It has two 320mm front floating discs with 4-piston radial calipers and a 260mm rear disc, all of it signed by Brembo and assisted by a Bosch ABS. The confidence and braking power this gives you is simply brutal. To finish rounding out the package, it mounts Metzeler Turns tires, very respected all-terrain tires that offer excellent grip both on asphalt and on simpler paths. In terms of technology and comfort, it doesn't fall short. The first thing you will see is a 7-inch color TFT screen, very large and with connectivity for your smartphone through the mirroring function, which will allow you to see navigation instructions and control music directly from the dash. And for those winter trips or cold early mornings, it includes a luxury you will appreciate as standard. Both the grips and the seat are heated, with several temperature levels so that the cold is never an excuse. Add to this that it comes from the factory with a complete set of aluminum panniers that add up to 112 liters of capacity, hand guards, side guards, and a center stand. Basically, you don't need to buy any extra accessories to start traveling. Its design has been renewed for 2025, with a lighter and less massive line than previous models, somewhat reminiscent of modern trails like the Suzuki V-Strom 800. The riding position is ergonomic and comfortable, thanks to a seat that is 825 millimeters from the ground, a height that is manageable for a wide variety of riders. With a wet weight of 243 kilograms with a full tank, it is not an excessively light motorcycle, but its center of gravity and ergonomics make it manageable both in the city and on the road. In the price section, we have good news for Europe. In the European market, prices vary slightly by country. For example, in Italy, it's offered from 6,690 euros, while in Germany, the price is 7,999 euros. In France, the touring model has a price of 8,249 euros. Unfortunately, there is no official information on its price or availability in the United States for the year 2025. So if that is your market, I recommend contacting a KOVE dealer directly. Now, let's talk without filters. What is being said in forums and media? The main advantage that everyone highlights is the incredible quality-price ratio. Having premium components like Brembo, Marzocchi, and such complete equipment as standard for a very contained price is a very weighty argument. However, there is also a frequent but. The electronics are quite basic. It does not have riding modes, and its only notable electronic assistant is traction control, leaving aside aids like cruise control or an anti-rebound clutch that you would find in European or Japanese rivals. As per frequent failures, the sources consulted do not mention specific chronic problems, but it is a relatively new model on the market, so its long-term reliability is still to be proven compared to other more consolidated brands. The general assessment of users on specialized portals is positive, with scores around 4 out of 5, praising its equipment and brakes, but pointing out the lack of electronic aids. So, who is the perfect bike for? It is the ideal companion for the biker who prioritizes the feeling of pure riding and quality components over complex electronics. It's a fantastic bike for travelers looking for a comfortable and very well-equipped trail to cover kilometers and kilometers of road with occasional forays into simple paths. It can also be a great option for riders with an A2 license, as there is a version limited to 47 horsepower. Its accessible ergonomics and predictable handling make it manageable for a wide audience, from those starting out in the world of trails to retirees looking for a comfortable bike for their adventures.
KOVE 800X Pro. It is not just another motorcycle in the crowd. It is a real earthquake in the world of adventure trails. Imagine a bike that promises to combine the lightness of an enduro with the power of a twin-cylinder, all for a price that seems from a decade ago. Sounds good, right? Well, join me. Let's dive into all its details to see if it really delivers what it promises. The first thing that catches your attention about the 800X Pro are its numbers, which are directly spectacular. At the heart of this beast beats a parallel twin-cylinder engine of 799 cubic centimeters that delivers 95 horsepower. Combined with a wet weight of just 190 kilograms with a full tank, this gives it a brutal power-to-weight ratio, leaving much more established rivals in evidence. The sensation when twisting the throttle is that of a lively bike, with a very sporty delivery, although some testers point out that the cable-actuated throttle can be a bit abrupt at first, a small price to pay for its energetic character. For long trips, its 19-liter tank ensures an autonomy of about 400 kilometers, ideal for those adventures where gas stations are scarce. And don't think it only serves for off-road. On the road, it is a true missile with a top speed that approaches 210 kilometers per hour. But a good trail isn't made by engine alone. The chassis is equally important. And this is where the 800X Pro truly shines. It has a double-beam steel chassis and an aluminum swing arm, which give it agility and robustness. The suspensions, a key point, are from the recognized Calaba, with a generous travel of 240 millimeters both in the inverted front fork and in the rear monoshock,
and they are fully adjustable to adapt them to your taste and the terrain. With a ground clearance of 275 millimeters, it can face significant obstacles without flinching. The brakes with Teisco calipers include two 310mm wave front discs and an ABS that you can completely disconnect or only on the rear wheel, giving you total control when you leave the pavement. The spoked wheels with Acron tubeless rims in 2118 and Pirelli Scorpion Rally tires as standard complete a package ready for real adventure. Now let's talk about how it feels to ride it. Getting on the 800X Pro is surprisingly accessible. Despite its imposing suspensions, the seat height of 875 millimeters feels lower than it seems, thanks to the narrowness of its fairing and tank. This means that if you're around 1.75 meters tall, you'll be able to support your feet well on the ground, which provides immediate confidence both at a city traffic light or on a complicated slope on a track. The riding position is natural and upright, perfect for long journeys, although very tall riders might find the handlebar a bit low if they want to stand up on rough terrain. As for technology, it comes with a 7-inch TFT screen in vertical format, very useful for seeing off-road navigation, and which connects via Bluetooth to your phone to manage calls and music, although full navigation usually requires an additional payment. A much appreciated detail is that it includes a tire pressure and temperature sensor, so you always ride safely. And how much does it cost to take this revolution home? For 2025, the recommended price in Europe is around €9,899, an absolute bargain compared to its rivals. In the United States, the base price is $11,299, without a doubt one of its biggest hooks. But a motorcycle isn't just numbers, and it's fair to also tell you what users and testers who have already lived with it say. Its advantages are very clear. It's light and manageable, which makes it fun and easy to use both on and off-road. Its engine has a vibrant character and first-rate performance. However, not everything is perfect. Some owners have reported teething problems, such as an ignition cable that could cut with the movement of the steering, leaving the bike without power. It seems that KOVE is acting with campaigns to fix it, but it's a point to keep in mind. It's also said that the paint can be delicate, that the eco and sport modes are barely noticeable, and that the traction control can be intrusive for more experienced riders who prefer to disable it. So, who is the perfect bike for? If you're an adventurer looking for versatility, capable of combining highway, secondary roads, and technical dirt tracks, it's an option you can't ignore. Its lightness makes it manageable for riders of medium stature who feel overwhelmed by other large trails. However, it's not the best choice for an absolute beginner rider due to the abruptness of the throttle and its power. In summary, it's the ideal companion for someone who values pure fun, the essence of riding, and the absolute control that only a light and powerful motorcycle can offer, and who doesn't mind betting on a new brand that has arrived to break the market's schemes.
VOGE 900 DSX. This motorcycle is causing a lot of talk, and after thoroughly reviewing all the technical information, I'm going to tell you why it has become one of the most interesting bets of the moment. Imagine an engine you already know and trust. We're talking about the same 895 cubic centimeter inline twin cylinder that BMW F-Series bikes mount, but here under the management of VOGE. This block, which is almost an old friend for many, delivers 95 horsepower and 95 newton-meters of torque, figures that translate into an impressive push from medium revs, perfect for quick overtaking or for getting out of any complicated situation off the asphalt. With a top speed of around 200 kilometers per hour and consumption that, according to reports, can be between 4 and 5 liters every 100 kilometers, its 17-liter tank offers you sufficient autonomy to enjoy long trips without constantly worrying about the gas station. But a good trail isn't defined only by its engine, right? The cycle part of the 900 DSX is a true showcase of premium components. Its steel chassis is combined with fully adjustable KYB suspension, an inverted front fork with 194 millimeters of travel, and a rear monoshock with 198 millimeters. This ensures fine and controlled behavior both on the road and on irregular paths. And for braking, VOGE has not lagged behind. Brembo brakes with a double 305mm front disc, and Bosch ABS. Furthermore, for 2025, a major advance arrives. It includes a 6-axis IMU from Bosch, which allows the ABS to function even in a curve, adapting to the bike's lean angle and taking your safety to another level. Now get ready, because the equipment is simply mind-blowing. The bike comes with almost everything as standard: 4 riding modes: Sport, Road, Rain, and Enduro, cruise control, keyless start, heated grips and seat, and bi-directional quick shifter to change gears without touching the clutch. Connectivity takes a big leap this year with a 7-inch TFT screen that includes a mirroring function, allowing you to project your smartphone screen directly onto the instrument panel. Furthermore, 3 years free of the Carbit Ride Navigator are included. And as if that weren't enough, it also has a radar that monitors the blind spot and a front camera to record your routes. As for design and comfort, you are going to love it. Its robust and adventurous aesthetic invites you to explore any path, but with a key detail: a seat height of only 825 millimeters. This makes it one of the most accessible mid-size trails, allowing riders of medium or even short height to feel safe and be able to support their feet well on the ground. The riding position is upright and comfortable, perfect for devouring kilometers without your back noticing, and the windshield is adjustable to adapt the wind protection according to your needs. Now comes the big question: how much does this marvel cost? In Europe, for the 2025 model, the price is around €9,192. Unfortunately, there is no official price for the United States in 2025, so I cannot give you an exact figure in dollars. However, its aggressive pricing strategy is one of its main weapons, so it is to be expected that it will maintain a very competitive equipment price ratio globally. Listening to users and experts, the advantages are clear. We are probably looking at the motorcycle with the best quality price ratio in the segment. It comes so complete that you won't need to spend extra on accessories, and it comes with a 5-year warranty that provides a lot of peace of mind. As for points for improvement, some point out that the refinement of the software for the traction and ABS controls, although very good, still doesn't reach the level of brands like KTM or BMW, with more experience in this field. It's also mentioned that the standard Pirelli Scorpion Trail 2 tires are excellent on the road, but can fall a bit short in pure off-road. As for frequent faults, the sources consulted do not mention chronic problems, and considering that it uses a very proven engine, reliability seems quite solid. So, who is this bike ideal for? It is a fantastic companion for the traveler looking for adventure without complications, for someone who wants a versatile motorcycle, long trips, weekend getaways, and occasional use in the city. Its version with limited power for the A2 license also makes it attractive to novice riders who want to start with a large but manageable bike. And its comfort and assistance make it an ideal option for riders of any age who value peace of mind and effortless enjoyment. After touring these 5 Chinese beasts that are revolutionizing the market, if I had to choose one, it would be the VOGE 900 DSX. Why? Because it has it all: power, technology, and design, without asking you to mortgage the house. It shares its heart with a BMW, has Brembo brakes, KYB suspension, a 6-axis IMU, and still costs much less. It's no surprise that it is already the best-selling trail bike in Spain. The 900 DSX proves that Chinese brands no longer copy, they truly compete. It is the motorcycle that breaks prejudices and gives you more than you expect for your money. But tell me, which one would you choose? The VOGE, the CFMOTO, or the ZONTES? Leave it in the comments and tell me your favorite. And if you like this video, subscribe, leave your like, and get ready, because the best is yet to come. Good roads to everyone.